Little Flame, you surprised me. I didn't expect to see you here. How did you find me? I thought I had done well, slipping away unnoticed. It's late, and it isn't safe around here when it gets dark. You should go home. I'm sorry. I hadn't realized how late it had gotten. How long have you been looking for me? Did Senjuro tell you where to find me? What am I saying? Of course he did. How else would you have found me out here? Or even knowing where to look? Come. Sit and talk for a while. I'm grateful for your presence. The other Hashira don't know about this place. It's sacred to my family. Like a little slice of heaven. Senjuro and I are the only ones who ever come out here. My father hasn't been since my mother's funeral, despite how close it is to the house. My mother worked tirelessly on this garden. It's nice to come out here when things get rough. It's peaceful. Especially when it starts to get late. And it gives me room to think and breathe. Senjuro has never been great at training, despite how hard he tries. And so while I'm away on missions and things, he's out here, taking care of the garden. It must be nice, having such a tangible connection to our mother. I come out here when I need some space to think, to ground myself and seek advice. My mother was always wise, and out here I feel as if I could almost speak to her again. It's as if her presence still lingers amongst the blades of grass. Her voice, carried on whispers as the breeze moves through the leaves. No, no. I'll be fine. I promise. I feel bad for leaving Senjuro inside on his own. But I couldn't stand being in there and having to speak to my father any longer. He's always been hard on us. But recently it seems as if his moods have become more volatile and unpredictable. I've been spending more time away from my family, throwing myself into missions and training away from home. But I can't avoid it forever. The second I walked through that door earlier, my father immediately stumbled over to yell about how not being there for my brother when he needs me. He's still just a boy. He shouldn't have to deal with the horrors our father thrusts upon him. For years he wallowed in his own self-pity, drowning his sorrows in whatever alcohol he could get his hands on. So, it's jarring to see him wandering around, finally trying to pick up the pieces. His abrasive attitude is hard on everyone. Senjuro especially, as he is still so young. If I wasn't such a coward, perhaps I could be around more to shield him from it. But he is a strong child. He has proven that to me, time and time again. I just wish I could be there for him, the way an older brother should be. I love my father. Of course I do. But I can't deny the hurt he has caused. The number of times I've found Senjuro crying in his room because of something that father had said, it makes me so... I'm sorry. I just wonder if things would be different if she were still with us. Maybe my father wouldn't be so hard on Senjuro and I. And maybe he wouldn't drink all the time. It's just so frustrating. You know, I try so hard to keep my composure around my little brother. I can't bear to let him see me like this. If he ever saw me crying, it would break his heart. I'm sorry you have to see me like this, little flame. I'd understand if you were disappointed in me. A guy who's always smiling, sitting here crying like a child. I do apologize. I must look like a mess right now. Your warm embrace definitely helps. It gives my heart the spark it needs to lift its spirits. I could spend forever wrapped in the comfort of your arms like this, little flame. The two of us, sitting side by side in this beautiful garden, under the moonlit sky. The stars seem particularly bright tonight, reflected in your gorgeous eyes. I could still get lost in those eyes of yours. You know, I wanted to bring you here one day. Perhaps in the spring when everything is in full bloom. I believe you would love it here this time of year. I can just picture your eyes lighting up as you gaze at all the beautiful flowers. Perhaps Senjuro would have been here with us, telling us about each and every plant here. He knows more about this place than I do. This garden is his way of staying connected to our mother, much like it is mine. But he is very proud of the work he has put into keeping it alive. I didn't want you to come out here under such saddening circumstances. Nevertheless, here you are, little flame. And I couldn't be more glad for your company. I may not know much about the garden, but I do know that I would do anything to keep you safe. Having you here has reminded me that I need to try harder to be a better man. I can't keep letting my father's attitude get to me. I need to be there for my brother. I can gain comfort from the garden, but I cannot keep living in the past. I need to move on. And the next time my father flies into one of his rages, I need to stand against him. Little flame, will you stand by my side as I continue to grow? I can't see a future without you in it. And I need your support. Now more than ever. Thank you for coming to find me today. I really needed your company. If you want to spend more time together, you should subscribe to the channel. And if you're one of our adult fans, be sure to check out patreon.com/Anigomi. Or you can order your own personal audio at anigomi.com/commissions. Until next time.